Hey, what's up everybody? Monday, November 18th. I just sent out the new edition of MMT Trader. If you want to get a copy of that, go to my website pitbulleconomics.com and sign up for a 30-day free trial. You could also sign up for Zombie Trading, my daily Forex signal service. We front run the zombies, take their money, and get out before they die. By the way, just an announcement, if you are not, if you haven't heard, January 1st, the subscription rate for MMT Trader goes up to $395 a month. It is currently $250 a month, so you can lock in some very good savings if you sign up for a 30-day free trial right now. Otherwise, if you come back after January 1st, you're going to pay $395 a month, and it is absolutely worth it at $395, which makes it really, really worth it at $250. And it's eventually going to go up to $1,250 a month. So I'm just letting you know. Let me make a point, and this goes back to a video I made, I believe, on Friday, with regard to the debt. I mean, some of you still don't get it. You really still don't get it. There is no debt, okay? Everything has been paid for. Everything has been paid for in dollars. When the government pays people Social Security, it pays dollars. When the government pays the military, it pays dollars. When the government pays for education, it pays dollars. When the government pays all of the things, Health and Human Services pays dollars. Medicare, it pays dollars. Medicaid, it pays dollars. So the dollars are spent. They go into bank accounts. All right, people and firms receive those dollars that the government spends, and then those dollars are held in the form of treasuries, which are nothing more than dollars. With a term, that means a duration, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and an interest payment. So there is no debt. The 22 trillion in so-called debt, that's 22 trillion in dollars that the government has not taken back as taxes. So people hold the dollars, and they prefer to hold the dollars in the form of treasury securities because they earn interest on that. It's like a savings account. There is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt. All right? Everything's been paid for. There's no debt. Just wanted to get that out there. Some of you have a really, really hard time understanding this. You have a really, really hard time understanding this. Your finances are not the same as the government's finances. And the sale of treasuries by the government is not borrowing. They do that to drain reserves in the banking system. Otherwise, the reserves would just keep piling up and piling up and piling up, and the Fed would not be able to sustain its policy rate. I mean, we've given the Fed this job of trying to regulate the economy, and the tool that it uses, which is a very ineffective tool, is the interest rate setting tool. Now, we could go on and argue here for a long time as to whether or not that's effective or not. That's a whole other discussion. But there is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt. Everything has been paid for. Everything has been paid for. Okay? And treasuries can be converted back into dollars. It happens all the time. Every single day the Fed does that. As a matter of fact, if you go and you purchase for $99 my video course on understanding the daily treasury statement, the daily treasury statement put out every single day by the Treasury, you will see that in the last year, the Treasury redeemed, in other words, paid back over 100 trillion in debt. Nobody ever talks about that. There's no hyperinflation. The dollar's not collapsing. The system's not crashing. That's all in there. All right? Get the course for $99 and educate yourself at my website, pitbulleconomics.com. All right, let's talk about the market. Yeah, I'm tired of talking about this because this is so easy. This is so simple to understand. I mean, just people have this, they're just like frozen in their heads with a complete lack of understanding or an ignorance. It's not even a lack of understanding, because I have, many people have come to understand this. They listen to me or they listen to MMT people, and then they understand, hey, look, it happened to me. I used to be one of those people back in the 90s and 2000s. I got old videos of myself on CNBC saying the same crap as all these other idiots. Like, oh, we're broke, we're bankrupt, China's lending us money, the dollar's going to collapse, this and that. So your problem is your problem. You don't want to understand it. There is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt, there is no debt. Stock market, we are starting to see levels of bullish sentiment rise, so it is probably setting up a correction. Big deal. We had corrections earlier in the year. We had corrections in March. We had corrections in May. We had corrections in July. We're going to get another correction. Ultimately, higher stock averages will prevail. Dow is going to go over 30,000. Dow is going to go to 36,000. Dow is going to keep going up. Well, all right, let me qualify that, because I know some of you think here that I am a... By the way, I'm kind of like a victim of my own success. I've had recently a number of subscribers cancel my service because they said, Mike, I don't need you anymore. You taught me everything, and now I know what to do all by myself, which is kind of ridiculous. That's like saying, Tiger Woods doesn't need a coach, and Serena Williams doesn't need a coach, and all these great athletes, they all have coaches, all right? They don't say, I don't need you guys anymore. But what this shows me, and I had somebody state it in the proper way. They said, I don't need you anymore because I'm just going to be long and stay long the stock market. Long-term buyer, buy and hold long-term. Now, the problem is, and I say I'm a victim of my own success because I've been correctly calling the market's rise. Now, that's not because of some perma-bull view that I have. I said, and the reason behind this is that the fiscal support is unprecedented. Now, there may come a time when that's going to change. Look, that's politics, okay? And all those people who said, Mike, I don't need you anymore, I could do this on my own, they're all going to lose their money. Because basically when they said, I don't need you anymore, I could do it on my own, is because now they have bought into this belief that it's just a permanent rise. The fiscal situation is a political situation. And I said in my last video that the day it turns around, and it will, because they're going crazy about the deficit and about the spending, because in their minds it is perceived as so negative and so terrible and so horrible. They're going to cut it. Maybe they're going to pass a balanced budget amendment. I don't know. But one day that day is going to come, and then the rise is over. And we'll go in a long period of stagnation and rolling recessions and high unemployment and all. And now that's not happening now, and it's not going to happen for the foreseeable future. But eventually it's going to happen. I'm telling you right now it's going to happen, because the belief system is so powerful against government spending and that's not just among the politicians, that's among the general populace, like all of you. You all think that way. Eventually that's going to happen. So all of you, I'm a victim of my own success, because they all say, hey, I don't need you anymore. You taught me so well, I don't need you anymore. That's like Serena Williams saying to her coach, I don't need you anymore. Tiger Woods to his coach, I don't need you anymore. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. So go get my issue. MMT Trader, I'm the only one who has an applied approach to MMT. A lot of MMT academics out there. And a lot of them have been wrong. They don't even follow their own supposed understandings about MMT. I'm the only one. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.